Hey everybody, it's Karen and Stephanie with Food and Family. I'm so glad to have Stephanie back in the kitchen with me today. It's been a little bit. We had to miss the holidays because we were sick, and then they came down and not feeling good. So we finally got together and had our Christmas, and you guys heard about that. So I'm glad to have her with me today. I've missed her, and I know you have too. So she is going to show us how she makes her Cajun style
turnip green soup.
Turnip green soup. I am so excited.
And this goes along with the one-pot meals that Karen started doing this month, which is a great idea after the holidays, because who wants to cook after doing all that cooking during the holidays?
Absolutely. But anyway, I am going to let Stephanie tell you what she is doing here.
All right, I have cut up a 1 pound package of Conecuh sausage, the smoked, just plain smoked Conecuh sausage.
We love Conecuh sausage.
Yes, we do. And that's about a 1/2 inch little rings. And we got our pot heated up, and we're going to brown this sausage.
So you don't add extra oil in that pot?
No, because this is going to produce all the flavor and oil that you're going to need for.
Good idea. So you don't have extra fat in there.
Correct.
Oh, good deal. Now, let me ask you something because you're more familiar. Is this a lower carb
Yes, this is a low carb dish, with the exception of we will be putting black-eyed peas in there, but they're very, the carbs on those are not worth really worrying about.
Yeah, so instead of no carb, it's just a lower carb, which is still a lot healthier for you. Good. I love that idea. We've been really trying to watch ourselves here, and I know after the holidays, a lot of people are looking for lower carb recipes. And our friend Linda at Easy Cooking with Linda B has started doing some low carb videos, so y'all go check her out. Easy Cooking with Linda B. And so I'm excited about this soup.
I made this, when was it? It was before, first week of December. I had seen a take on it and kind of went my own way with it, which is what we do. Mm-hmm. You see something you like, and then you kind of make it your own and do different things. And I made it at the house, and Brandon Jones absolutely loved it.
Well, she's stirring that around. I want to show you something. Now, I know she's going to be watching Frida Cassidy. She is a wonderful subscriber. All of you are. But Frida, we just got your Christmas card, and it is amazing. So I just wanted to give Frida a shout out. She's very special to us.
Thank you so much.
And it is just an absolute beautiful Christmas card. We received tons of Christmas cards over the holidays, and we truly appreciate each and every one of you, and we appreciate all the gifts that you guys send us. So, but I just wanted to give Frida a shout out. And
that was sweet.
So y'all take
that makes our day, getting the cards.
It does.
And hearing from y'all, that's one of the best things.
Yeah, we love it. So y'all take a minute and say hi to Frida for us, okay? So this sausage already smells good.
Fantastic.
It smells good.
You already got your oil that's rendered off of the sausage.
So you
don't need any extra oil.
I wasn't thinking, if I was starting myself, I'd have probably put some oil in it, but that would have made it too oily, wouldn't it?
And then the flavor from the sausage. Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
All right, let's let her get these stirred. We want to let a little color on them. When you get a little color on your sausages or stuff like this, it just makes it better, doesn't it? It just those little brown bits, it does something to the flavor. So I'm going to let this cook a little bit. We'll get some of this stuff open. When we come back, we're going to show you how she puts this soup together. All right, we're back. Y'all wouldn't believe the smell that's coming out of that pot.
And it smells so good. You got just the right amount of fat for the rest of this.
I am amazed, actually, at the amount of fat that came out, and you never added any oil.
No, you don't have to.
And
that's like when you use bacon. If you're going to use, I mean, you could, I wouldn't, but if you're going to make a stew or something with bacon, you cook your bacon, render the fat, leave it in there, and do what you want to do.
I don't guess I ever thought about it. As many years as I've been cooking, see, she's taught me something. You learn every single day. So, okay.
And we've got half an onion chopped. So
that was kind of a largish onion.
That was a little bit large.
Yeah.
So we've got half an onion chopped. We have got two 27-ounce seasoned turnip greens. We're using canned vegetables. You can use frozen. If you have the time, you can use fresh if you wanted to.
This is kind of gear, and I think some people misunderstand when we're using canned stuff like this. We kind of try to gear a lot of our recipes around work. Stephanie's a working mom.
And that's why I like this recipe, and I found it, was it during a weekday I come home, plop. I mean, it's taking us, what, 15 minutes to do this?
Oh, not even that, yeah. And so, you know, it's for people that come home from work, from school, and it makes a quick meal. But like she said, if you've got more time, absolutely use fresh. We do use fresh. We don't use cans on everything.
On the weekends, I'm doing fresh collard greens.
Yeah.
We got a second can of the turnip greens. All right, so next we've got two 15-ounce cans of black-eyed peas.
Juice and all. You're not draining them.
You can use the frozen peas or dry peas, but you have to soak your dry peas before you cook them.
It just takes longer to cook.
Yeah, if you're using dry, you're going to have to add on some time.
But dry peas don't take long to cook at all.
All right, 2 cans, 10-ounce cans of the Rotel tomatoes, or tomatoes with the green chilies.
Yeah, we're just using a different brand, but it's the same. Tomatoes with dust chilies. But you could use hot or mild, your choice, whatever you want.
Yeah, we're using mild because Karen doesn't like hot. I'm making this tonight for supper at my house, and I'll use the hot.
And that onion is going to cook down and get tender while it cooks. But you know, I like my onion to have just that little bit of bite.
All right, into this, we're going to add 2, and you can do what you want to on this, 2 teaspoons of, I use the Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. You can use whatever seasoning you want, or not use it.
Or just a Cajun
totally
seasoning.
Totally up to you.
So.
And that's it. And then you just let this sit, and I would let it cook down, let all that marry and do its thing, at least an hour. And you're done.
And actually, if you're in a hurry, you probably wouldn't take that long, would it? You know what would be good with that? Some good jalapeno cornbread. That would be a delicious addition to...
And that's what I'm making tonight with supper. It's got to go with cornbread.
Yeah, it just calls for it. All right, we're going to get this cooked down. She's going to let it simmer for a bit. Then we're going to come back and we're going to do a taste test. And I tell you what, I cannot wait.
She hasn't had it, so this will be a surprise reaction.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm ready for it. I love all the ingredients, so I'm excited to try them all together. Look at this soup. If you could smell this soup right now.
It smells so good.
And dip a bowl and let them see it. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I can't wait, and I'm hungry. Just watching her make it. We didn't add any extra salt in here.
No, because we got the seasoned greens and
The tomatoes, so it should
plenty.
have enough salt. And it's and the sausage too. Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that just the prettiest sight? Well, I didn't make any cornbread. I should have whipped us up a pan of cornbread. I can't wait to dig into this. I've got to let it cool a minute,
Yeah,
though.
it's going to be hot.
I'm going to give this a try. Oh, my goodness, y'all.
It's so good.
Oh.
It's it's one of them comfort foods.
This is one of the best soups that I have had in a while. This is absolutely amazing. Now, I think it's from the turnip greens, maybe the way they're cooked. They were seasoned. I've got that little bitty kick just at the back of my mouth, but it's not anything that I'm running and, that's turning me off or bothering me. It's just delicious. You've got to try this soup. Seriously.
And it all just goes well together.
Yes. I mean, all you need, it's got everything. It's got your sausage. You've got your turnip greens. You've got your peas. You've got tomatoes. You have a full plate right here in one single bowl, one pot. How many minutes did it take to put together? You sauteed that sausage
about 15 minutes.
At the most, because it didn't take long
and that was cutting up, the sausage and the
onion and opening the cans. That was it.
The good thing about this is it will freeze well, because I will take and put them in the freezer quart bags and take it to work and let it thaw while I'm waiting through the day and then eat it for lunch.
Yeah. Or if you want, just put it in a container, put it in your freezer, pull it out next couple of weeks and feed it to your family.
All of this costs $20. And you've got this huge pot of soup.
And spread among your family. And she and I ate this and it didn't make a dent in this pot. And so, we'll divide this up into meals. And we've got dinner and lunches for several dinners and lunches. And it don't cost much per meal. So anyway, please try this soup and let us know what you think. And give us some of your ideas on the one pot meals. We got to come up with our theme for next month, but we still love one pot meals, whether it's January or not. So please like, share, subscribe to our channel, and thanks for joining us together, because we love having each and every one of you in our kitchen with us. And don't forget, go to KarenJones.com and order your cookbook if you have it. This soup's not in this volume, but we'll put it in the next one. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.